Is Ohio State putting together a super team? Over the last couple of years, Ryan Day has caught a lot of heat after losing to Michigan not once, but 3 straight times. He has a playoff win, which would be great for most other programs, but Ohio State is not like other programs. Every year seems to be championship or bust, but the 2024 season is shaping up to truly reflect that statement. The stakes are high, and the pressure on Coach Day has never been more intense. In a bold move, Coach Day has seemingly relinquished play-calling duties on offense. The hiring of Bill OBrien, former Patriots offensive coordinator, as the new offensive coordinator has raised eyebrows. Day, known for his offensive prowess, is entrusting OBrien with the keys to a potent offensive machine. But why hand over the reins when Day has historically orchestrated formidable offenses? OBrien isn't entering the position with a ton of momentum, which is what you'd like to see for a program that needs it. OBrien is coming off of a tenure with New England that ended with a 4-13 season, and even Bill Belichick didn't escape the aftermath. Even with his poor recent display, he still has a history of success. All we can do is wait and see if OBrien will help elevate Ohio State. The Buckeyes' disastrous offensive performance in the Cotton Bowl, although hampered by injuries and opt-outs, underscored the need for change. What also may have poured salt into the wound that was the end of their season is their arch-rivals winning the national championship. With Travion Henderson and transfer Quinshon Judkins forming a formidable backfield and key defensive playmakers returning, Ohio State aims to emulate the physical, imposing style that's necessary for winning national championships. Bill O'Brien's arrival is a strategic move to redefine the Buckeyes' offensive identity for the 2024 campaign. Kansas State transfer Will Howard steps into the spotlight as the likely successor to Kyle McCord at quarterback. In 2022, he replaced Adrian Martinez mid-season and led the Wildcats to a Big 12 title, beating undefeated TCU. And although they lost to Alabama in the Sugar Bowl, it gave serious momentum to Howard going into 2023. Howard had a solid statistical year, throwing for 2,600 yards, 24 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions. He also added 350 yards and 9 touchdowns on the ground. His throwing ability is not exactly highly regarded, but he's done enough with his arm to keep KSU competitive in the Big 12. His versatility really comes with his legs. Standing at 6'5", 240 pounds, he can get downhill. When you think of recent Ohio State teams, you think of high-flying offenses led by NFL throwers like Justin Fields and CJ Stroud. It will be interesting to see how Bill O'Brien adapts the scheme to Howard. Looking into the future, as Howard has only 1 year of eligibility remaining, although with the current state of the NCAA, that could turn into another 14. The transfer of former Alabama quarterback Julian San seems to be the future face of Buckeye football. The 5-star will offer future stability for Ohio State. To look at the other side of the ball for the Buckeyes, there should be much less cause for concern. Ohio State's 2024 defense has added a new dimension with the transfer of Caleb Downs. The freshman All-American safety from Alabama transforms the already formidable defense into an otherworldly force. Downs' presence addresses key positions, solidifying the free safety role and allowing defensive flexibility. Downs started at Alabama as a true freshman and led the team in tackles and is projected to be a first-round pick. So Ohio State is getting a star at the safety position. The puzzle pieces seem to be aligning to build upon the Buckeyes' already top 5 defense. One might wonder how big of a bag the Ohio State boosters must have dropped to bring in the transfer stars, and it's estimated by my professional source, Lane Kiffin, to be in the ballpark of $13 million. With the NCAA investigation into Florida's failed massive NIL deal with quarterback prospect Jaden Rashada, one wonders what the real rules and regulations behind NIL deals really are. Ever since the departure of Urban Meyer, Ohio State has still managed to stay near the top of the sport, with playoff appearances in 2019, 2020, and 2022. The main thorn in Ryan Day's otherwise elite record are the 3 straight losses to Michigan. Ryan Day will have to beat the Wolverines this coming season if he wants to reel back the respect of the Ohio State faithful. Now with the newly expanded playoff and abolition of conference divisions coming into effect, if they do lose to Michigan, the consequences won't be nearly as crushing, as they could still make the conference title game and the playoffs. However, Ohio State is looking for long-sought revenge, and I'm sure they're shouting for joy now that Jim Harbaugh is heading to the Chargers. This will make the path to the playoff that much easier. Despite the challenges and uncertainties, Ohio State finds itself with the second highest odds to clinch the national title in 2024, only behind Georgia, and loaded with a very talented roster. That sounds like a familiar story, and fans are tired of the unfulfilled hype since their last title in 2014, and they want results. Ryan Day is feeling the pressure and is making changes, but will it be enough to take Ohio State to the next level? If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.